Well, tonight we are getting a first look at the Inspector General's report into the origins of the Russia investigation.
The extensive report goes into detail about just every aspect of how the DOJ and FBI carried out the investigation. And a lot of time was spent criticizing the FBI for inaccurate information on surveillance warrant applications. Attorney General Bill Barr saying in a statement that criticism is warranted. Quote, the FBI launched an intrusive investigation of a U.S. presidential campaign on the thinnest of suspicions that, in my view, were insufficient to justify the steps taken. It is also clear that from its inception, the evidence produced by the investigation was consistently exculpatory. Barr went on to say, in the rush to obtain and maintain Pfizer surveillance warrants, the Trump campaign associates, FBI officials, misled the Pfizer court, omitted critical exculpatory facts from their filings, and suppressed or ignored information negating the reliability of the principal source. The Inspector General found the explanations given for these actions unsatisfactory. And the president also sounded off after the findings were made public just hours ago.
It is incredible, far worse than I would have ever thought possible. And it's an embarrassment to our country. It's dishonest.
The FBI filed so-called FISA warrants to be able to electronically monitor Trump campaign aide Carter Page. The warrants were renewed 3 times, but the report says the FBI personnel fell far short of the requirement in FBI policy that they ensure that all factual statements in a FISA application are scrupulously accurate. The report says officials learned new information between the time the applications for warrant renewals were submitted. The report saying, we identified multiple instances in which factual assertions relied upon in the first FISA application were inaccurate, incomplete, or unsupported by appropriate documentation, such as the fact that the DNC and Hillary Clinton's campaign helped fund the infamous Steele dossier, chiefly used to obtain the warrants. But that new info was not included in subsequent FISA application filings. The report maintains that while decision makers higher up in the FBI were not kept properly informed during the investigation, quote, information that was known to the managers, supervisors, and senior officials should have resulted in questions being raised. But that didn't happen. The report also said there was no evidence of political bias where the investigation was concerned, and that while there were issues, by and large, there was probable cause for launching the investigation. The Inspector General's report is careful not to say that if all information in the FISA application had been accurate, it would have made a difference. It insists that both FBI management and FISA court judges should have had the benefit, though, of the best information available.